Kamikagamas, third chapter, elaborately discusses about this mandala, the principle of constructing. The 2D is on the ground. On the floor, copper sheet is 2D, where the Vastu Purushas, Anga Devatas are installed. See, please listen. Space is a living entity for us. He is called Vastu Purusha. That Vastu Purusha has 4 Anga Devatas. With all the 4 Anga Devatas having an individual Garbha, they are installed on the plate. If you just look below, you can see 4 Garbha, the Anga Devatas of Vastu Purusha. See, on the plate, yes, 4 Garbhas will be there. That is Anga Devatas of Vastu Purusha. The center, there will be one standing Garbha, that is called Standila. So this is actually, Vastu Purusha comes out during the churning of the Milky Ocean. So that is why Kurma on that Meru, the spindle. So this is the 3 dimension of Vastu Purusha. The Vastu Purusha is installed here with all its energy. Please listen. The unit of Jiva, listen, unit of self is called consciousness, means awareness, I. That is the unit of self. Unit of space, listen very clearly, understand. Unit of dimensions, these 11 dimensions which I am talking, that is called space, that is what is Vastu Purusha. The unit of dimensions is Vastu Purusha. Like a unit of time is second, same way unit of dimensions is Vastu Purusha. Unit of Sadashiva is only called God particle. In Sanskrit, the exact word Sadashiva uses for his unit is Shakti. That's the word he uses. Shakti is the unit. He says is unit. Shakti is unit. So now, in this, the space is installed. Actually, in the end of these 3 sessions, you will understand the unit of the Jiva, I, unit of the dimensions, space, unit of the God, Shakti, all 3 are one and the same. That is the Advaita Tattva. You will understand that later. Now understand the unit of the dimension, space is installed in this. Any space you live, please install this there. Means like if you are living in a house, in the entrance, install it. 1, it will keep the whole energy pure and beautiful. Second, no negative people or energy can attack you. See, it's like if a place is declared as a White House, how the whole country protects it. Like that, wherever you install this, that place is declared as a Cosmos White House. Cosmos will protect it. Cosmos will support it, protect it, and I can go to the extreme. With all my integrity, I tell you, there will not be any natural calamity attack. Just install this. Because, understand, Vastu is not dead matter for us. He is Purusha. We worship him, revere him, honor him. And literally, with his blessings, he himself is residing in all the mandalas. So wherever you are living, you can, in the entrance gate, install it. Don't drill anything into this. Like a wooden plank on that, so you can stick it. But don't drill anything. Just install as it is. It's basically built as per Kamikagama. Kamikagama Sadashiva explains beautifully the whole Vastu concept and dimensions and the Vastu Mandala. It is done perfectly and it has come out well. And it is completely energized. I can, with all my integrity, I can vouch the Vastu Purusha. The space is living here happily and auspiciously. Yes, Ajit. Yes, yes. Yes, it can be. It can be in any space. So if you want to take for one for your car, you can take one for your car.
And in the house, should it be, is it a procedure for installing or just put it?
No. Anywhere it is, that whole area it keeps.
Not
Something very comfortably, I can say 100 meter.
Okay.
100 meter, that space. It is actually a space energy. There is no restriction like it should be only not immobile and all that. Anywhere you stay, you reside, you spend time, that space will be kept in high energy. So automatically you will also be in high energy with this. So if you want to take even one for your car, you are free to take. Only thing, do not drill anything. Just install the whole thing as it is. You are also going to receive Navagraha Mandala, which is almost ready, maybe by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. And the main mandala is getting ready. Sadashiva, Maha Sadashiva Mandala is getting ready. And the book which describes about all this, that is also ready. Yes. Actually, that book describes more than what I have given you, around 120, I think, roughly, I can say. More than 100, exact number I do not know. And whatever we are sharing with you, all that part we collected and translated and compiled, and it will be available to you. And I can also upload the soft copy of all these books to you guys. And even last session, I can upload it in the YouTube. You guys can watch. Actually, all the sessions, when I explained the 25 states and this 11 dimension, and now the question answer, and later on, when I am going to introduce the 5 aspects of Sadashiva, and so anywhere it is only public question, I'll use it in the YouTube. I'll put it in the YouTube. First of all, everyone can enjoy, and people who are not here can also enjoy. Now, I've introduced 3 things. I'll repeat once more. Understand? Length of this walking stick. This is length. This is breadth. And this is depth. In us, the logic which moves and makes conclusions is length. Breadth which influences the matter means the cognition influencing the matter, spirit influencing the matter, your activism or involvement influencing the matter, logic, that zone is called breadth. Like art, poetry, music, sculpting, where your spirit influences matter. There is a part of you independent of length and breadth, matter and emotion can create an experience. Like I gave you the example, you may be sleeping on a beautiful king-size bed, air-conditioned room, completely secured by the whole army around you, but you may be dreaming, experiencing a tiger chasing you, sometimes stray dog chasing you in the forest. Independent of everything external, the cognition you generate, the ability to generate cognitions is depth. Listen. Listen carefully. First, if you listen, it will be good. Later on, you can pen down. First, listen. Internalize. Logic, which always concludes, is length in you. Your art, emotion, heart, which you can influence, that is breadth in you. The cognition, which is independent of all these, can generate experiences, cognitions. That is depth in you. Same way in the universe. All the forces submit themselves to a logical flow. The whole physics is length of the universe. All the artistic, where the consciousness influences the matter. For example, I give you a boon. You ask for healing or money, something, and I give a boon. Consciousness influencing the matter and altering. All those things are artistic, breadth dimension of the universe. Vishwamitra creating independent, complete new plane of existence for Trishangu is the depth of the universe. All of you are able to catch these examples? Now in this LBD, let's have question answer. You ask whatever you want to ask about the LBD. Then I'll talk about the time and space. Please give the mic to Rajesh. Yes, please go ahead. Yes.
So Swamiji, does it mean that dream is the depth? Because in a dream,
I can
make anything.
I should say, dream is depth, but it does not mean always the depth should be right. Wrong depth.
Okay.
You see, here when I say depth, your power to manifest.
Yes.
It can be good or bad, right or wrong. Sometimes somebody may be in the platform, but he can manifest the experience. He's in the palace.
So Turyatit is depth.
I should say, Turyatita itself is the source where the depth is manifested. From Turyatita, you never manifest bad depth. You only manifest conscious depth. For example, a $1 billion rich guy will never go to a shop and steal $10 and get imprisoned.
Right.
So, I should say the material which is in Turyatita as a depth. But sometimes people do use that to make a cheap things like ordinary dreams.
Right.
Actually, your ability to make a dream and your ability to make a heaven is one and the same. When you have a low self-identity, you create some ordinary dream where you have a small bangla. When you have a higher identity, you create Ramba, Menaka, Urvasi and Swarga. Otherwise, the stuff is one and the same.
Swamiji?
Actually, many questions will fall in place when I merge all these three, this length, breadth, depth, this 11 dimension, 25 states of consciousness, 5 aspects of Sadashiva. When I merge all these three, tons of questions will become clear. You just know the whole, how things happen. Now I am putting this independently, but some more thinking need to be done from your side to have even questions. Rajiv, for example, when you are having 5 ideas about you, somebody has 5 ideas about them, and their depth, if it becomes active, it creates a low dream. Whatever they know as a best, they try to have that. When that identity is 100 ideas, then he tries to create little better dream. When that identity is 1000, then he creates heaven. Trishangu, the energy Vishwamitra used and created a Swarga for Trishangu is the same energy with which we also build a home for our worker and give. Nothing more than that.
So Swamiji, if someone is in the depth, then is person A depth? How does it relate to other people, or is it just private reality? Does it really affect other people?
What I am saying, as long as you have control only over you, your depth influences only you.
Okay.
When you master your whole biomemory and muscle memory, and even push that energy through your biomemory, muscle memory out, even the universe's depth listens to you.
So how was Vishwamitra able to manifest?
Because
such that
Vishwamitra's tapas, he has mastered himself and the nature around him. He can manifest anything he wants, not only for himself, even for others. It's just like giving a boon. It is the mastery of tapas. So when you have mastered your depth, you can also master the depth of somebody and create a different reality for them. Means, which I am doing in Kalpadhara Darshans and all, when I give a boon, this is the basic science. Please pick up the mic.
Looking at your image on the LED, and I was seeing how, when I'm looking at you here, the light is not as light as I'm seeing you on the screen. And I'm thinking to myself that this is a different dimension because they're able to adjust the concentration on the camera. So this is a different depth. This is just a different idea that just crossed my mind.
I should tell you, when I share certain truths and it hits at your logic, you fall into the depth. That is what I call experience. So at this moment, you are going through certain experience.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Swamiji, can you give one more real life example of length, depth, and the breadth?
Which way? As object or as a being or as a universe?
As being.
I gave an example from the being. You see, you logically think, calculate. If you work this many hours, this is the salary you will get. It's a logic. That's a length. How to get the salary without working is breadth. And how to take vacation and give a medical certificate and give the salary get the salary is depth. Clear?
Swamiji.
See, listen. This many hours, if you work, this much salary you will get is length. How to get the salary without working is breadth. And disappear, jump into Sadashivoham and get a medical certificate and give the certificate and get the salary is a depth. I think now everyone understands. Length, breadth, depth, very practical.
Swamiji,
Swamiji, Sajjana.
Vamadeva.
Yes, go ahead.
So one view of ourselves is body, mind, and intellect. Will that fit into just the length, or does it traverse?
No. Body, mind, intellect. Mind and intellect are actually one and the same.
And will they fit into the length?
I should say intellect, emotion, being. These three can fit into length, breadth, depth. Intellect, emotion, being.
Being. So which would be length? The being would be length.
Being would be the depth.
Being would be the depth, and
I should say it's a rough equation.
so depth is being, and
Sorry?
depth is being,
Yes.
and breadth is
Emotion.
Emotion, and length is
Logic.
logic.
Intellect.
Intellect.
Not intelligence, just intellect.
Intellect. Thank you.